Hi friends, it's story time with Kelly again. I want to ask you something. Do you think that God talks to you? Now, when we talk about this kind of thing, often people start to kind of back up and get like, oh, she's a bit kooky, this one. But if you hear me out, it completely makes sense. So if I say that God talks to me, and I know that he does, I don't mean that I have like a direct line, and I don't think that many people do in the world. Certainly some may be able to talk directly to God. I'm not one of those people, at least not yet. But God does speak to me every day in all kinds of different ways. But today I'm going to talk about one of the ways in which he does speak to us, and that is through other people. Now, I'm going to be warping this little loom while I'm talking to you. So if I disappear out of frame for a minute, don't worry, I'm coming back. I'm just going to put the warp on the peg. So if you are wanting to be in friendship with God and you pray and you're open to receiving things from him in a friendship, he will give you things. And one of those things will be that he speaks to you, especially if you ask for that kind of help, because let's face it, we all need that kind of help. We need that input. God, what do you want me to do? Because ultimately we want his will to be done and not ours, but we have to be open to how that's going to happen. So I'm going to tell you a little story, and then I'm going to give another example of things that have happened recently that illustrate this point really well. So one of them was, I'm not going to give details of this person because I want to protect people's identity and privacy and all of that. But I was with someone in a car and I was driving them somewhere, and it was late at night, and this person was trying to decide whether they should stop halfway from home, because we had somewhere that we were going to stop where I was going to stay, and this person could stay there as well. But a decision had to be made about whether to go the extra distance home or to stop for the night. And this person, it was a stressful situation, okay? It wasn't just a regular situation. It was late at night, we were tired, we had been in an emotional family situation. And so I didn't know how to advise this person on what to do, but I said, you'll have an answer by the time we make this halfway stop. And the person seemed pretty doubtful. I don't know why I said that, I just did. I guess I was just saying, just trust that it's going to work out. And then I said, God speaks to us through other people. And almost straight away when I had said that, this person's phone rang. And very quickly in the conversation, the person who had called indicated that they should stay at this halfway stop for the night. And so there and then the decision was made that because this other person had called at that particular moment and said the things that he had said, then the decision was made to stay, and it was a good decision. So there's one kind of example where God can speak to us through other people. It's not just through decision making, but it's the things that people say. Sometimes someone will say something to you and it will spur you on in your faith. It will make you go and look something up that's going to help you to be better and help your understanding. It's just something that happens all the time in our interactions with other people. So the other part of the story, because I said there were two parts, is that if you are around my weaving channel, last week I posted a video and it was really misunderstood by a couple of people, and they left very negative comments, not very nice, and they were insinuating that I had some sort of gigantic business empire, and also that I only cared about the money and not the people. And I guess anyone who knows me and knows my heart knows that I'm not just on YouTube for the money, and that for me YouTube's always been about sharing, whether it's teaching weaving, whether it's doing a video like this and sharing something of myself. So anyway, I ended up taking that video down because I felt pressured One person left a comment that was negative, and then another person came along and jumped on that comment and said, yes, I think exactly the same. She's doing this, blah, blah, blah. You know you're always in trouble when they talk about you in, like, when they refer to you as she, right? So they start seeming a little less friendly when they do that. So anyway, I thought about what to do, and I thought this is not looking very good and it's making me feel horrible, absolutely horrible. And so I just took the video down, I deleted it, and so the comments and everything got deleted along with that. The reason I'm telling you this story is, on reflection, I feel that God was talking to me through those women. Not in the way that you might think. He wasn't telling me off or being negative in any way. That's another thing. Sometimes you have to sit back from a situation and decipher, what is God actually saying to me in this moment? Why has this happened to me? Rather than just getting really upset and, you know, thinking that random things happen to you all the time and that it's not fair and all of those negative thoughts that don't help anyone, to look at it, to put some space between it, so to just step back and wait a little while. And so I did. I stepped back and waited a couple of days, and then I felt very strongly that God was telling me that I needed to step back from YouTube, and that those comments had made me, my instant reaction to the comments was, that's it, I'm done with YouTube. I'm not coming back here. It's not rewarding enough. I put all this time and effort in, and then people just insult me. Those were my first thoughts. But then on the reflection, I felt a reason for having those thoughts. And it took me a few days to think through it. You know, when something happens, it's good to take a few days to process, think all around it, try and step outside it and not take things so personally. But what it showed me was that I was way too invested in YouTube as a platform, that so much of my time, my hours in a week of working revolved around planning videos for YouTube, making sure I had 1 to 2 videos ready each week, putting the videos up, and then going through the numbers and feeling disappointed if the video didn't get as many views as I thought it was going to, or feeling elated if the video got more views than I thought it was going to. But basically becoming a slave to the platform and having my days determined by how I was doing on YouTube, and then always striving for that next video. And it's just such a trap. And so those ladies leaving those comments for me, although they were hurtful, they're still hurtful, but I forgive them. I'm over it. I'm okay. I got the message through them that I was too over the top with YouTube. I stepped back straight away, and immediately I felt a sense of relief, and I felt like I had so much extra time to work on other things, like I hadn't felt for quite a while, because I was always pressed for time making these YouTube videos. So here I am making a YouTube video again. So you're probably saying, well, what's made the difference? Why are you back here making another video when you're talking about stepping back and taking some time? Because I wanted to today. I actually wanted to do this today. I wanted to share this, and I didn't feel any pressure to do it. I could have left this video today. I didn't have to do it. I don't have to do it. No one's making me do it. I'm my own boss. But I just wanted to do it, and I wanted to connect with all of you, and I wanted to share with you, and that's a positive thing. And when I go away from here, when I upload the video, I'm not going to be disappointed if it doesn't get many views, because it doesn't matter. That's not the reason that I came here today. So it's more of a mind shift. Now, if I maintain the mind shift, then I can continue to make YouTube videos if I want to. If I don't want to, then I don't have to. But if I'm making them from a positive place, not a place of pressure or stress or anything like that, then it's all good. So, what's the moral of the story? God speaks to us through people. Sometimes it's harsh, it feels harsh. Sometimes it's not a direct message. You don't know what the message is. You have to reflect, take time, pray about it. Wait and see what else he has to reveal to you. Sometimes the message is not at all what you thought it was. But there is always a message, and there is a reason for everything. God loves us so much. Why would he not be caring for us like the children of his that we are? Why would he not be sculpting us, making us better, making us ready for our eternal home with him? Friends, thank you for watching. I better finish doing this now. I got a little bit distracted, and I'll see you next time.